All right, House Freedom Caucus members defending their objections to the GOP health plan, including our next guest, who claims he even changed his vote from a no to a heck no, and he used a different word. GOP Congressman and Freedom Caucus member Tom Massie joins us right now. Congressman, do you feel like you undid President Trump?
What's that, Brian?
Do you feel like you undid President Trump and didn't cooperate, didn't come to the table?
You know, first of all, our leadership did a lot of R&D when they wrote this bill. The problem is they think R&D stands for rip off and duplicate. So they copied Obamacare when they wrote the bill. I think President Trump's been given bad advice. I have no objection to President Trump, and he's very intelligent and very charming, and he made a great case for this bill. The problem is it's the wrong bill. It's not what we campaigned on. You know, repealing Obamacare polls at over 50%, but this bill polls at 17%. Maybe the folks outside of the Beltway have figured out something the folks inside of the Beltway haven't, which is this isn't the repeal bill.
But do you also agree that repeal goes through, but replace doesn't, because you need 60 votes and no one's going to budge?
You know what? That's a great point. I think I've got a way to move forward. There were really three bills inside of this bill. There was the repeal, there was the Medicaid reform, and there was the replacement. You know, Freedom Caucus, there were enough votes in the Freedom Caucus to pass the Medicaid reform and to pass the repeal. We should have broken those out separately, voted on them. In fact, I think there's 218 votes for a replacement. The problem is it may not include Freedom Caucus members. It won't include me if it's got mandates, subsidies, and penalties and bailouts for insurance companies. But maybe they can walk across the aisle and get to 218 when they want to do the replacement. They just can't ask us to vote for Obamacare Light on the conservative side.
Where were you? Do you understand you can't get everything you want? Where were you willing to give?
Where were we willing to give? On lots of things, frankly. On the Medicaid part of it, for instance, it was not as conservative as a lot of us would have liked. It still allowed states to keep expanding their Medicaid services for 2 years. But frankly, we were ready to vote for that and maybe even assuage the concerns of some of the moderates by changing that part of it. But, you know, where we can't give is this notion that you can force insurance companies to provide a certain coverage, yet not force individuals to buy it. The problem is it's going to kill the market. The prices are going to go through the roof if healthy people have to pay the same price as unhealthy people.
Congressman, thanks so much. It was pretty clear where you stood the entire way, and that's where you stand now. Congressman Massie, thank you.